So guys, it's day 24. Welcome back to the series Road to 1 Million Forex Funding series. A series on documenting everything live on YouTube. Day 24, let's get it. So guys, you have two pairs on watch, pound, Australian dollar. First one on watch, we're broken out, looking for the daily continuation to the upside. Waiting for a pullback to the 0.382 fib. It looked to be going off without us, but we'll see if we get an entry. So as you can see with the GBP AUD position, it's gone off without us. We can see the direction we got correct, moved to the upside. That's exactly what we predicted, but we never got the pullback, which is somewhat annoying because you can start getting, if you don't control your emotions, FOMO, get fear of missing out, because you're seeing a position that would have potentially made 4% go off in your favor without you. But it's one of those things. It's good to see that we're predicting the moves and the daily directional predictions are correct, but sometimes price doesn't pull back to the area that we need to get in. So yeah, pound AUD has gone off without us. Nothing we can really do about that. Second one's a pullback move. As you can see, look, daily, pulling back. We broke down. So if you get a pullback again to the 0.382, the pivot, we'll look for entries. Again, this looks to be going off without us. We've got all day. It's only 6 in the morning, 6:30, so we've got time. So we'll see what happens. Date on Euro GBP. As you can see, I was looking for shorts at this area. After this candle, we got the bearish momentum, multiple days to the downside. So in terms of the direction, again, it's been a story of this month, really, where we've been predicting the directions correctly, but the movement, we haven't been able to capitalize on the move because the entry we're looking for is here, but the risk reward wouldn't be enough because we never really broke and retested the 4-hour 50 either, and it wasn't enough because usually I wouldn't target the daily 50. So again, it's nice to see the clear lower lows, lower highs, price action forming, but it's been one of them where this is sort of a B or C setup. It's not an A plus setup. People in the community that I'm in didn't take this trade either. Well, actually, some people did that were more risky and more aggressive, but once you know your own style, you know whether you should be taking those trades or not. So again, nice that the direction's playing out correctly, but we never really got a clean break and retest of the 1 hour, 0.382 and 4-hour 50 EMA. So yeah, we decided to stay out of this one. But if you're taking these trades all the time throughout this whole year, you know, we're only in month 1. If we have 12 months of taking trades like that, you're going to be losing as well. And just because they're going off without you doesn't mean you should have took it. You need to stick to your plan and knowing the highest probability setups for your plan. And this trade is a very, very low quality setup. So it doesn't mean it can't win, but it just means that you have to be aware. If I take that, my strike rate is going to go down massively. And the biggest thing I need to focus on is increasing my strike rate and having good risk reward. And that's how I'll be profitable in the long term. So that's my main focus. And that's why I have sat out of this position. I had a webinar this morning with the community that I am in, and they were saying the exact same thing. You can take this if you're naturally an aggressive trader, someone that wants to be in positions all the time and doesn't mind having a lower strike rate, but that means you have to take these trades all the time. And I'd rather just sit out of the low quality setups, be patient, and just take the highest probability daily time frames and lower time frames. So with regards to performance this month, obviously we're coming towards the end of January. I'm currently sat at 1.5% profit, only one trade taken. I'll show you the FTMO account. I might have showed it in the video that I placed the trade. It was the video this year. Go check it out. It's the first trade of the year, a couple of episodes ago. But yeah, one trade, AUD CAD. It's like I said, it's been a very slow month. Even in the community that I'm in, we've said it's been particularly slow. But there's a lot of opportunity. A lot of the trades have gone off without us, as you would have seen in the start of the video. But there's still so many opportunities for this month, and being patient and allowing me to not. I know I would have took 2 or 3 lower quality setups this month, and I would have been down because of that. But because I've been disciplined and been patient, and I've been only taking high quality setups, I've not exposed myself to that unnecessary risk. So we can see improvement. We're progressing, moving forward. A positive month, 1.5%. Slower than I would have liked, but I'm developing the skill of patience, and that's what's important. As you can see on the FTMO account, still down 2.67% overall. Like I said, the one trade we took, the reason why I took this small position was because it was getting to the point where I hadn't took a trade for a while, and FTMO were just warning me about inactivity on the account, so I just took a small trade so I didn't breach that. But yeah, 1.5%, as I mentioned in the video, it's been very slow. One of the slowest periods we've had. But the positives we can take is the discipline and patience that most people can't have. I know couple of months ago, 3-4 months ago, I would probably been down this month because I would have took 2 or 3 trades due to being impatient that were low quality. But I've stuck with some trades have just gone off without us, and some trades we just weren't good enough quality. But yeah, still a long way to go on the challenge, and this year is looking promising. So yeah, confident, and we'll get there. So although this month's been extremely slow, I know a lot of people might say, you know, 1 trade in a month, like what is that? Like you're taking 1 trade in a whole month, and you hear people that are taking 1 trade a day. But if you think about it like this, if you scale up your capital to 3, 4, 500,000 that you're trading, and you make 1.5% or 2% on 400,000, if you make 2% on 400,000, that's $8,000. So sometimes less is more. Now, it is obviously dependent on your personality and on the style that you want to trade. But sometimes taking good quality trades and not risking capital on low, poor probability setups is the difference between being consistent and inconsistent. I think that's one of the missing pieces that I've struggled with over the last 6-7 months. I've known the knowledge, my psychology is improving, I'm disciplined, tenacious. But the thing is, it's the patience of not wanting to always be in a trade and get the dopamine hit of being active in a trade, because you can sometimes think, if I'm not in a trade, I'm not going to make any money. And as much as that can be true, if you're not in a trade, you also can't lose money, so you can preserve your capital. So that's equally as important. So it has been a very slow month, and usually we'll average around 5 to 7 trades per month, and it's only been 1 this month, but 1.5%, can't really complain about that, and we keep moving forward. So I was watching something on YouTube yesterday, and there was a video. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can check it. It's about the trading psychology and how to master your psychology with trading. A lot of people know the technicals, but the biggest thing they struggle with is the mind and focusing on the psychology and psychological problems. But he was saying the biggest things that investors look at when looking at your results isn't the year-to-date results or what you finished percentage-wise at the end of the year. It's how many trades you take per month. Because if you think about it from an investor's point of view, if you're taking 30 trades a month and you're risking 1% per trade, you're effectively risking 30% per month. And as an investor, your biggest thing you're going to be focusing on is how much you can potentially lose. So sometimes he was saying, and he's a very successful trader, he was saying it's important to focus on not taking trades that are part of your plan, and some traders will take more trades, some traders will take less, depends on the style that you trade. But to focus on taking better quality setups and focusing on patience. And I know it's extremely difficult because any other business, any other job, it's all about more effort you put in, the more you get back. But in trading, and this is something I'm trying to learn, especially with this month being a very slow month, is focusing on being patient and trying to, sometimes less is more, not forcing trades or taking trades that aren't there, but taking trades that are part of your plan. You scan through and you know exactly what you're looking at for that day. And when there's opportunities, you take them. And when there's not, you don't. And picking high probability setups within your strategy. Sometimes your strategy can present an entry, but it doesn't. There's a lot of negative factors to that trade that you don't want to expose yourself to that risk. So some of it's subjective, some of it's mechanical. But yeah, it's very interesting. I'll leave a link to the video because it's very, very interesting. So guys, I appreciate the support on the videos. Appreciate you commenting, and subscribing, trying to get this journey out to as many people as possible, showing a raw, open, honest journey. Yeah, I appreciate the support, and I'll see you in the next video.